Being recorded,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Cool. So I've looked at what you do, but I think it would also be a good thing for you to share with me as well, from your perspective, what it is that y'all do and
Yeah,
what you're trying to achieve.
I can show you our website as well to or you already saw maybe our products. We are
Yes.
selling shoes, men's shoes, and our like sales channel is Amazon, and we have also the online store on Shopify. And yeah, we try to do the Facebook ads, and with no results at all. We have only the sales on Amazon right now, and no results on Facebook. We tried
Okay.
the Facebook ads 1 month ago, and we tried with the traffic first, with some conversions then, and like we are not patient, and that's why we hope for your support and your advice.
Wonderful. Perfect. And if you don't mind me asking, how many sales are you doing on Amazon?
During this month, only 20 pairs of shoes we sold.
For one pair or for all pairs?
For all our 8 models, only 20 pairs
Okay.
we sold. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all just recently launched?
Sorry.
Did you just recently launch?
Yeah, one month ago in
Okay.
September.
Perfect. Cool. Awesome. All right. Yeah. I mean, definitely a very high quality shoe. So let's definitely see what we can do on the ad side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Specifically, it looks like we're going to have to, just based off how you have these campaigns currently set up, we should just go ahead and create a new one because we don't want to go after view content, link clicks, or anything. We'll want to do purchases. So if
Mm-hmm.
you hit create,
Then conversion.
and then conversions, yep, that's correct. And then if you scroll down a little bit, let's
Mhm.
first see, name your campaign. So that's okay. So if you want to name it real fast, you can just, there you go.
Conversions, purchases.
Yep.
26. Yeah.
Cool. And then continue. And then if you just want to scroll down, and first we'll choose the show more options actually, right at the top. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to hit edit on conversions, the campaign objective,
Oh, no.
right above that. Yeah, edit on that one. There it is. And then, okay, scroll down. And then, yeah, press that again as well. Okay, keep going down. Let's see here. So keep scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Hit next. There we go. Sorry, they added an additional step there for you, so I wasn't really sure what was happening. All right,
Mm-hmm.
now if you scroll down a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and select purchase as the conversion event. So keep scrolling down and choose purchase. Perfect. Yep, that one. So we want to optimize for purchases since that is what you want. So it's just best to start teaching the system, from the start. That's what we're looking to get.
Mm-hmm. I thought
And
we cannot use it because it was like, yeah, I received this message, and that's why I wasn't sure if I can use the purchase conversion.
totally, yeah, those are very alarming whenever they send those out. But realistically, it doesn't really, mean too much. You would get better results doing this. So if you just want to continue scrolling down, and then your budget, what is your budget that you would like to get started with as a
If
totals?
if it will be only one campaign, we can go with $40. But
Okay,
if it
let's
will
start with, if
Mhm.
that's the case, let's start with $5 for this ad set audience.
5.
Yeah, or 10 actually, because then we could either do 4 audiences, which
Mhm.
is fine, or we could do 8 audiences at 5. $10 might make more sense in this case since the shoes are a little higher priced.
Okay.
And then scroll down and keep scrolling. And we're going to go ahead and target an interest audience. And is this only to Canada?
No, we are selling our audiences in US.
Okay. Let's add the US.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then keep scrolling.
And
then
and the age, should I set up different age?
no. Yeah, just leave it open.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the detailed targeting, let's go ahead and input an audience. So what type of audience, for instance, we could end up doing anything like leather, people who are interested in leather, or what are the shoes made out of? Those types of materials, people who are interested in them.
Mm-hmm.
You could also put men's shoes. There's going to be an audience for that. Men's, the category of shoes that you have. So if you just want to go ahead and type something.
And derby shoes, we have derby shoes and Oxford shoes, and we tried those audiences as well.
Okay.
Derby shoe. Okay.
So that's 122,000. Let's try to come up with a little bit bigger of an audience as well. So what's another one?
Oxford, but I think it's smaller. Oxford.
Okay.
Oxford shoe.
Okay, 2.9 million. Okay, so remove Derby. And then Oxford. So that was about a 2.9 million audience, which is good to start with. So if you want to go ahead and continue scrolling down, keep going down, keep going down, and then go ahead and hit show more options here at the bottom. And then go ahead and change it to 7 days after clicking.
Oh, I don't. 7 days click after.
Yes.
What is it exactly?
So 7-day click is just a attribution window. So it's essentially saying like, we want to use 7 days worth of data to optimize the campaign. So if like I click on your ad today, but don't purchase until 5 days later, it'll attribute it back to the campaign. Or 1 day view means that if I viewed the ad, but never clicked it, I just scrolled right past it, had no interest in shoes at all. You know, wouldn't even want to buy them. It's not the type of shoe I'd ever wear, but I just scrolled right past it. The system could still optimize for those types of individuals because it's based off 1 day view of data. So it can end up making, your results, very low quality. So it's always best to try to get more data than less. So hit next, or you'll want to name the ad set. So we could always go back and name it that Oxford shoes. So that way we know this audience.
Oxford.
Perfect.
Okay, shoes. And do you think men's and women's should be in the campaign?
Totally. Yes,
Okay.
definitely, without a doubt, because we're in gifting season, holiday season. Mothers, wives, sisters, daughters are going to be buying shoes for their brothers, their husbands, their friends, their family. It is going to be a thing. I know every, Christmas, somebody's always getting, shoes, and they're definitely the type of shoes like these that are also being gifted.
Okay, perfect. Good to know.
Yeah, and then let's go ahead and do a carousel. And then click on your website and click on your best-selling shoe for me. We always want to start with the best seller. We don't want to push a product that hasn't been proven. Oh, okay, so it's this one?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, those are pretty cool. All right, so click on that. Yeah, those are awesome. So go ahead and keep scrolling down, click on that one.
I have here the product. Do you want to see the pictures of?
Yeah, and also the site needs a little bit of touching up. So like that just real quick here, that logo
Mm-hmm.
You should make it much smaller. See how much real estate that's taking up at the top? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's really like, I mean, nearly half the screen is gone right away because of the bar at the top, then that. Go ahead and open up a different tab real quick, and open a competitor's website real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on this one, but I'll just open up a different, there you go. Just a real quick.
I don't know. Stacey Adams.
Yeah, it can be any big brand. Perfect. All right, and then go to their product, one of their shoes. All right, now click that one. Perfect. Now you see here, a lot less space is being taken at the top.
Yeah.
Now click back to your page real quick on that product.
1 second. I have here. I always see the Zoom. Okay, bar.
Perfect. So now just to get a comparison, if you go back and forth, like just really like just comparing, see how much more space is removed at the top of theirs.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's one portion to get fixed, and then go back to theirs real quick. And then aligning your menu differently. So like your refund policy shouldn't be in your headline, it should be in your footer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then go back to your site again. Sorry, I'm making you jump back and forth here. I'm just trying to
That's okay, yeah.
highlight some points. And then also making your, background here with the shoes white as well. So that way it's more flush. And then your header needs to be like your actual menu header color needs to be a lot more contrasting. Preferably if it's going to be that color of your logo, it should be that exact same color.
Mm-hmm.
So it has high contrast and really pops. And then if you're not in the US, click here. I would just remove that altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're running a US campaign, it's very unlikely.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Sometimes we have visitors from other countries, but on the checkout they see the option. They don't have the option to choose another country. That's why maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so there might be a Shopify app for that, because to have such a big banner for say 1% of the traffic, it's kind of that's a lot of specialness going to those individuals, when really an app could do that dynamically and show it to people automatically who
Mm-hmm.
are from different countries outside the US. So I'd recommend removing it for now until you do have a Shopify app.
Okay.
So once you do all those things, it's going to make a big difference for sure. I mean, it's definitely going to help a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of these images, these wide images you have here,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to use each of these in the ad we're about to make. So go back to the ads manager,
Mm-hmm.
and then go ahead and scroll down, and we're going to choose carousel. And because it's a shoe which can be worn, it's good to show angles so that way they can see the full product. So let's go ahead and continue scrolling down, and let's go ahead and add all of those images in here. So keep going down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then select an image.
Where's select image? Yeah.
Perfect. And then go ahead and upload all of those white images in here.
Doesn't matter which.
It needs to be that exact shoe, but all of them we can add in for sure.
Mm-hmm. One.
And you might be able to add multiple at a time too.
Mm-hmm. Where's the... No, I cannot.
Okay, perfect. Then just go ahead and do one at a time.
Yeah, I think I have. I clicked continue. It was wrong.
That's fine. No worries. We can start here. So go ahead and put in the headline for the shield. There you go. And then we're just going to title it exactly what the product's called from your site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. It's all okay. Maybe I have that all casual derby.
And then add shoe after it as well.
Well, derby.
Perfect. Or yeah, shoes. That makes sense. Yeah, with the S. There we go. And then for the description, you can put #1 bestseller. So just put #1 and then bestseller. And then you can put a space in between best and seller, and you can capitalize the S as well. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and make that URL from that shoe specifically. Yep, so this URL. Perfect. And then go ahead and copy that headline. And so you'll copy these 3 items and you'll continue pasting them in the rest of these carousel cards. So you can copy that headline and go to the next one.
Because it will be like carousel, it means I will have 3 different multiple ads,
multiple images inside of that ad. So now we'll do the next one.
Add image, and where I select image.
So since we're using one already like that, let's go ahead and change it again. There we go, perfect.
Oh, no, it's not this one. Then for those 2, on the bottom, I did already the headline and the description. I did only for one, I think.
Yep, so you'll have to do it for the rest of these as well. Do you offer free shipping?
We cannot, because we have the fulfillment by Amazon, and they don't have the free shipping, only for the Prime users.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we would like to have the free shipping, but we cannot right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a big selling point for sure.
Then
add one more. Yep, we can go ahead and add another image.
Which one I
Yeah,
use?
that one that's close up is good. That's fine. You've done that one. Let's go ahead and add a different one.
I think this one was. Yeah.
Nice. And then, yep, go ahead and add it in.
This was. Where I am here.
Right there. And then what we'll do is go ahead and click on that next card and then just hit remove. We'll just do 3 for now.
This one
No,
remove?
not that one. One below it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not that one. So you got to re-add that. We were removing the one below it, but that's fine. Just go ahead and re-enter in all that. You don't need to add another one.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 4.
Yeah.
You just need 3. So just add that image back.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Add in the number 1. I think you might have missed that 1.
No, 1. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then now you'll click on the next one. There you go. Select that one, and then you'll remove it. Perfect. Now you're fine. No need to remove anything else. Okay, so now that you have those 3, you'll scroll down some more. And we'll go ahead and add in the primary text, which is what people are going to see above the images. So go ahead and go to your site and let's see if you have any copy or description there of the shoes.
Yeah. I usually, yeah.
So what we can do here is you can take the first line of text you have here, which is perfect. Yep, copy that, and then you'll just go ahead and paste that onto the ad.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then just go ahead and change the button to shop now, since that's what we want people to do. We don't need them to learn about your shoe, we need them to buy it. Cool, and then keep scrolling down. And then you can scroll all the way back up and name this one.
What did you say?
At the very top, you can name it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Carousel, yeah. Carousel.
Perfect. And then you can go ahead and after you're finished, you can hit, before you publish it, just X in the far left over there. You see that little X button?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you'll do that. And then don't show this message again. So this is just asking you if you want to publish. You don't want to yet, so just hit close. And then you're going to hit duplicate on this ad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just going to press duplicate.
And the same campaign.
Original campaign.
Yeah.
So just select original.
Oh.
That's fine. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But next time in the future, if you ever want to duplicate an ad in the same ad set, you actually can just use original, and you don't have to, use the extra clicks for that second one.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So now we have a duplicate, and what we're going to do here is just change it up again. Let's swap out this text that you have as the main text. Keep scrolling down.
Mm-hmm.
Primary text, you're going to change that out. So go to the site. And so you can end up taking, so scroll down a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you could copy that entire bottom line there as well. That bottom paragraph there. And then, once you copy that, paste it, and then we can come back here and grab all those bullet points and paste them underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you can add in either a black dot to represent a bullet, or you can do an emoji. I mean, it's totally up to you at this point. Perfect.
Oops. points.
Awesome. And then go ahead and what we'll do here is, sorry, I'm just gonna click for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll just go ahead and enter in that, and then we'll go remove this portion here. And then we'll just remove this portion. So that way it's just a little bit more concise. Ultra soft leather insoles, I think people will capture that point pretty quickly. And then is this necessary? Do you want this here?
No, not necessary.
Okay.
Handcrafted maybe, yes, but we can remove it.
Perfect. Usually a selling point, if you're selling to the US, usually a selling point is like using the US as like made here in the US, that helps. But if not, then usually just leave it out. Even if Poland might be known specifically for their shoemaking, qualities, there's no need to, convey that as educating them. Because
like, yeah, I wanted to point out that they are not imported from China. That's why I wanted to
totally
inform
totally
that another different country.
No worries. So we're good to go here. 4 is perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do one more thing. We'll enter in, you'll go ahead and copy that URL if you don't mind, and then paste it on the ad. So yep, and then paste it in the actual description that we were just in. Paste it there. So now there's another way for people to make it to that page. If they hit the see more on that ad, they'll be able to see this. So it's just another way to capture an extra amount of click-throughs. So next thing we'll do also is we'll add in a few more images, except I want you to add this image because this is a perfect angle to really allow, because this is kind of how people see their feet, I mean, this is the view that someone would see their shoes. So this is going to allow someone to literally put their, selves in these shoes and visualize it very easily. And this is going to be, I guarantee you, this is probably going to be like the image that sells 90% of these. So this image is definitely the one we want to add. And we also want to add this image as well, because they're side by side. And that's what they're going to also make a decision off of when purchasing, because they want to know how other people are going to see their shoes. So those are the 2 images that I highly recommend we add.
Adding them to those ones
to the carousel cards.
What I did already.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Cool. So if you want to do that now or later, it doesn't.
I can do that later.
Perfect. Cool. So just remember to add it to this one specifically. And once you do that, you're going to have another variation, right? And then we might even want to do one more ad, which is going to be a single image ad. And I'd recommend doing that image that I was just referring to as well. So you would select single image. And then if you have that image to add, that's what we do here.
I do.
Perfect. So we definitely want another variation. Perfect. There it is. I think it's right there in the top right.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you want to go ahead and hit continue. Sweet. And then we can go ahead and open up the site and find another piece of copy. So we'll go to your home and see if there's anything here real quick. So we'll just grab this here because that's a good line.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to copy that and then add that into the ad.
Instead
Or
of
that, just that top piece of text, we're just going to replace it. And then we'll keep the bullet points in the rest of that.
mm-hmm.
And then put a period, and then let's go ahead and just add in an emoji, you know, to switch it up so we can test that as well. So like you could put like the heart eyes, you could put like, you could put a star. Yep, that's fine. Perfect. So if you just copy that and then paste it after that period up there. Great. And then you can remove that one. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. And then scroll down and we'll go ahead and add in the headline. So that'll be the name of the product again.
Okay.
And then for the description, this time we'll do something different, which what is another reason why individuals are buying this shoe?
Yeah, the high quality.
So, which one? Outsoles made of high quality synthetic material?
No, not really. Maybe that the natural leather is used for manufacturing.
So preferably something that's going to be about 4 words or less, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
So like this right here could work. About 4 words.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll fit. If you can just copy that.
Yeah, I did.
And then paste it there. And then we'll just go ahead and uppercase these, right? So that way it's a little bit more clear. So you can see it here. Perfect. So that's the ad as well. And then you can just name this one essentially single image.
Okay.
Cool. And then
Single. Okay, this is.
cool. And then we can go ahead and duplicate this ad one more time and add another variation. So we have 2 carousels. One carousel will have all the images, the second won't. The third one's going to be single image, and the fourth one will be that video that you have. So that way we cover all placements on Facebook. It gives us the highest chance of finding something that works. And if, you know, bids are very high for one specific placement, at least we have another ad as a different one. So do you have this video?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and add it in. We'll duplicate this ad, of course. So if you don't mind duplicating it, then adding in that actual video. Not that one. Duplicate the one we just made. Perfect. And then go ahead and just keep it original campaign. That'll save you a little bit of time in the future. Cool. And then go ahead and change it out to video.
Turn into video or just clear it and then
Clear it and then select video.
Then do you think the pack should images work better than the like nature one? Then we had also the shoes on nature, some images that they are on, for example, the street or on sidewalks.
Nice. Yeah, the thing is about that, because they're like lifestyle images, they don't tend to perform as well on ads, because when you're trying to sell a shoe to you know, all across the US, you're trying to appeal to an audience that people can buy in any location. And you know, types of lifestyle content, it plays into the fact of people not purchasing in some cases, simply due to, like, you know, if you think about like shoes on a street, in lots of different parts of the US, streets are different, they look totally different, so like things like that can throw off the buyer cycle in buying. Because if like it doesn't look like, you know, even with the nature, for instance, like going into winter, if there's not snow and everybody sees snow outside, it just doesn't fit as well with the, you know, the relevance of where they are located. And the more relevant an ad can be, the better. So
Mhm.
like, you don't want to be showing you like super green grass to, you know, a place that's totally snowing, or people that live in like literally concrete cities. Like those
Yeah.
types of things don't seem like they'd make a big deal, but in the long term aspect of it, it definitely hinders results in performance. And that's why we're going and opting for these white backgrounds only,
Mhm.
because it allows the individual to imagine themselves owning that product in the easiest way possible, and it focuses only on one thing. There's nothing else that could possibly take their attention away other than the actual product itself.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's
Okay.
what we want. And now for the copy, we can go ahead and scroll down a little bit. And what we can do is, with this bullet point here, scroll up a little bit. These bullet points, so since they aren't showing in the ad entirely, do you see that little dash? Just go ahead and remove one of the spaces and make it go out.
Mm.
So right here, I'll show you right here, we just do that, and then you'll see down here that it shows up.
Mhm.
So that's all we want to do, and we'll keep this one the same. So if you want to complete that other carousel real fast, just if you want to add in that other image real quick, so we can then move on to that next step.
Yeah, sure. Because we had only two. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And quite honestly, the image of just the view looking down on the shoes is actually going to be perfect. So we only really need one.
Mhm.
So scroll up a bit and just hit add image. You just did that one, so scroll up again. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then that's perfect. Yep, that's
Mhm.
the only one. We'll repeat the headline and description, and then we're good to go on this one.
Where's the headline here?
Great. And now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and go to this campaign real fast. We're going to turn this campaign off, and then we're going to publish it, so that way nothing actually becomes active, but at least we, you know, finalize it all, so that way we don't lose any of our things. So we have these 4 ads now, each a
Mhm.
different placement, which is really good, because now you're going to maximize the effectiveness of being able to, you know, at least lower your bid to some degree, because you have different ways to reach individuals through these ad formats. And now that those are published, the next step is go ahead and we'll select edit, and we're going to finalize these. So we're not going to make any more further changes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
To these ads? Okay, perfect. So if that's the case and we know we're going to keep them how they are, we'll just say use existing posts. And before we do that, we always have to refresh, which is a big piece of this. Otherwise it won't work. and then we select all. Then we select edit. And whenever we hit this use existing post, what that's going to do is it's going to allow people that like the image in one audience for a different audience also to see that same person who liked it. Which is good because you want your ads to gain, engagements over time.
Yeah.
So that's what this does. And now that that's been done, we now can move on to adding additional audience ideas. So this is leather. We could go after a leather audience. And this audience is huge, which is good. We want a big audience. And if you want to copy that, paste it at the top, and then just go ahead and duplicate this this ad set again, and we'll find another audience.
This was leather audience.
Cool. And then we'll just duplicate this audience again and just repeat this process.
Duplicated this audience and for all of, because okay, one audience we did for Oxford shoes, and we have the same ads here inside now.
That's correct. Yep, we want that.
Then for leather, we have all of those ads what we created for Oxford. We have now for leather audience.
Yes. We want to use the same ads in each ad set. Otherwise, we will never know which audience is going to perform best, because if we have different ads in different audiences, it'll skew the data and the algorithm won't know how to optimize as effectively. So it has to remain consistent.
Then now we have to create another audience.
Yep.
Then publish.
So, yes. Great, and then duplicate this audience and we'll do another one.
Original.
Perfect.
And interest, what kind of?
So you can hit suggestions under leather if you want. Type in leather again and then add in and hit suggestions. So you can find things similar to that. You have to add in leather. So like click it once it populates and then hit suggestions. Perfect. Great. So we could do, scroll down. Let's see what our options are here for these. So go back up a little bit. Dress shoe. So let's see how big that audience is, 5 million. So yeah, we could certainly test that. So remove leather and then we'll go to another one.
Then the audience is better for us. I thought we have to like specify more, like have audience more specific.
Yes, specifications. Yeah, the more specific, the worse it gets. Because your cost to reach those people are going to go up, and if you get the wrong audience by going too specific, then you're going to spend a lot of money really quickly on no results. So we want to go wide because the algorithm does a pretty good job of identifying who is going to purchase this, because these platforms are so powerful with the amount of data they have. So really the wider the better, because then you're going to have to worry about less auction competition. Because if somebody's targeting a specific group of people and it's super expensive to target that audience, because you'll have a big audience, the algorithm will just find a different group that's more cost effective for you. So this is really the best for your budget. The bigger the audience, the better in your case.
Okay.
Yeah. So now just name it dress shoe at the top, and then we'll duplicate and find another audience. Perfect. And then, yep, and we'll just do this again.
Then how many audiences should we have in one campaign?
I'm sorry?
How many audiences do you suggest to have?
Well, with you having a $40 daily for this campaign, we'll have 4 audiences.
Mm-hmm. And
so that's how many we'll do.
Just with those shoes, with this model of shoes?
Yeah, so now we're gonna, just with this model of shoes. We don't want to do any other shoes unless they're best sellers as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely come in and add other shoes, but I would make sure that they're also like this, the second contender.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, at least it has a high chance of working. And we've seen number 2s pass number 1s all the time. Like your second bestseller can always become your first, especially early on. So yeah, it's definitely fine to do that. I just wouldn't add more than 2 at all.
Okay, but when I will choose, for example, the second model of shoes, should I create new campaign for it, or
Never.
just
Yeah, put them all in the same ones.
on the same one?
ads in the same ad sets. Yep, same audiences.
Just creating new creation.
New ad. Yep.
Okay, then audience here. More suggestions for dress shoes.
Yes.
Footwear. Online shopping.
So we could do, so we have 2 types of shoe audiences, and then we have leather, which is different, just the material. Another angle we could go is men's fashion. So that way you have like really 3 different approaches here.
Fashion.
Yeah, men's fashion.
Men's fashion. And delete the dress shoe here.
Yes. Perfect. And then you'll just name it, and then this will be another audience.
Okay.
Awesome. So you have those 4.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing would be, what you could do is you could also add in, another ad, which is a different shoe. And then with the copy, you could talk about like, for like the actual description could be some about like holiday or gifting, like the perfect holiday gift or the perfect gift this season, playing into that relevance factor again. And that'll help you tap into, friends, family, mothers, wives, buying this for their family and friends. So that way, that's another angle you can cover. That way you get like the strongest approach in the sense of going wide, but also going, super focused in on these products, but having a good opportunity of tapping into different buckets that will yield, purchases. And that way you can keep your costs low.
And the result of as they are set right now is purchase, and we were on the yellow, like the error message that I thought it will be not working well because we don't have enough data. Is it right now the campaign on the learning phase, or?
Yes, and it'll be on the learning phase for quite a while, until you're getting about 50 purchases a week.
When I will see no purchases, for example, for 2 weeks, then should I shut down this campaign and do it again?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you don't see a purchase in 2 weeks, something is definitely going wrong.
Mm-hmm. Then saying for Facebook, then we want the result purchase, then they will select the right audience for us.
Yes, yeah. So it's going to be able to identify the audience much better, and it'll get better over time. So it'll learn, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why we didn't have the purchase, we choose the wrong campaign, the wrong conversion.
Right, because the system optimizes to get what you want. And if you choose view content, it's going to find everybody who loves to go click and view a page, but has a terrible time at making a decision on whether or not they're going to purchase an item. And those are the types of people we don't want.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think if I will put for example, create one campaign with the URL for Amazon website for our Amazon purchases?
Certainly, you can definitely do that. Just use Amazon attribution and then link it. And then you just repeat exactly what we did here, except for Amazon links.
Mm-hmm.
Different campaign for sure.
Yeah, sorry. I will not see the result because we don't have the pixel on Amazon website.
Right. Yep. So the only way for you to track that is through Amazon attribution.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a unique link they give you for that to track it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Good. I think I will create like one campaign for just Amazon too, because we want to have a bigger traffic on Amazon as well, to be on the like first pages, and that's why we have
Yeah,
to.
totally. If you
Yeah.
run an ad, you're going to see it. I mean, probably thousands of people hit that landing. So
Mm-hmm.
certainly, yeah,
Okay.
that'll definitely help your rankings for sure. Especially you being a new product, 100%. That would help lift it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because Amazon's site loads really fast. So like those click-throughs, like they're going to be so much higher because it's going to load so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And just a reminder, the website that you have right now, you want to make those tweaks and changes before you go live with the campaign to maximize your effectiveness and being able to generate a good result.
Mm-hmm. Something else you saw on our website that is really seems to be fixed.
I'm sorry, you were saying doesn't need to be fixed?
No, if you saw something else on our website that should be fixed also.
Oh,
Like any suggestions?
I think the main ones, like flipping these to the white backgrounds here, so that way it adds
Mm-hmm.
contrast, because it's going to make your shoes pop way more. It's going to put so much more emphasis on them. And then making your font sizes a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit bolder, so that way they're a little easier to see. And then these photos here are good. And then, yeah, those are the main things. You could also add, another menu item, which is like, instead of like with shop, you could also have the specific types of shoes, or you could do about us page, just some more information like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really just little basic edits in comparison to the bigger one, which is really just the main landing page changes you need to make.
Okay. Good.
Cool. Yeah, and then once you do all those things and you go live with the campaigns, I'd say you need to at least see a purchase within 7 days. I wouldn't even give it 2 weeks. I think that's too kind.
Mm-hmm.
7 days is definitely going to be a tighter time frame that I'd pay attention to. If you don't see a purchase within there, got to switch something up and make some more changes. But you should definitely see a purchase within 7 days. I think it'd be very,
Mm-hmm.
unusual if you didn't, because you have good content. So as long as everything else is matching that with the site, and then you'll be good to go. And
Okay.
after that, over time, you'll eventually be able to create lookalike audiences with your data. And there's going to be a lot more fun things you can do. I think you just got to give this, some time to get some purchases. And then once you do, then there's going to be an opportunity to, do more things like setting up another call and going through like additional audience ideas, building out different types of retargeting campaigns and other things that can really help improve your results.
Yeah, after having purchases, we will definitely will go with lookalike audience, but now we don't have data. We don't have
Totally.
information.
Well, great. Yeah, so those are the main things. I'm really excited we got to go through all this. Is there any other final questions you have before we jump on the call here?
No, I think I learned a lot, and I will keep going with this campaign. We'll see. I hope for purchases during this week, and yeah, maybe we'll be in touch if something will not work for us.
Awesome. Cool.
Hey,
I really appreciate it.
thank you for
Yes.
for your help.
Yes, no problem. Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Thank you.